Time for divine shot, KJ events. This real talk's the brand. You understand how we do, my man. I'm on that Friday night Knicks shit, dripping in Knicks shit. Up in the world most famous arena with the click. That's the conglomerate. The Knicks real talk, the real prominent. I'm a bit like the Omicron variants, dominant. Paying homage to the cat in the chat. That's where it's at. Cause I'm hearing that. You don't care for hyperbole, we straight facts. We interact with the mob, the gods. Up in the pod, the squad, the facade. My entourage be on the job, my energy. Feeling tripping in 10 books. As they cook my game plan, and my brand for loot and pursuit. Going hard like the New York City gritty committee. Cause that's the things we ain't always pretty, but we all stay giddy. And we embrace the fan base like the late Anthony Mace. We trace the logo when there's space that appear like Squarespace. Staring down on the Chase Bridge, looking at Knicks City drip. And 50 decks on the court, looking pretty legit. I stay true to the orange and blue. I thought you knew for him a few bars to shine like stars divine on Mount Mars. Knicks real talk. Here we go, let's go.
Knicks real talk right here. I'm representing
Knicks real talk.
Right here.
Here we go, let's go.
We here in the building.
Knicks real talk.
Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
Yes, sir.
Knicks real talk.
We here.
Here we go, let's go.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Let's get it. Yo, salute everybody. What's going on? What's good? What's good? What's good? This real talk be the Postgame tonight, man. Knicks at the world famous arena tonight, 116-110 over the Denver Nuggets. Winning the MSG tonight and had it popping, man. Salute to the New York Knicks for holding it down, getting that victory, man. Let me bring my partner, Crown. We need to build a shop hours. What's popping?
Salute to you, Divine. Salute to the chat. Tonight, I want to give a special shout out to Wifey, shout out Anna Powell's, hold it down, going out with her father tonight for his birthday. I wish she could make it, but it was a little late tonight. So, much love, and I'll see you on the, on the other end. With that being said, let's get it.
Yeah. Salute to the sister. Enjoy your night, sis. You know what it is. Man, what a game, ladies and gentlemen. Salute to the chat. That's where it's at. G-Man 78. What's good? Good to see you. Big Tass in the building. Johnny D. Kerry Cox in the building. Salute my man Kerry. Was good. Gideon in the building. Dave Stevens and everybody in the chat, man. What an excellent game tonight, man. That was big time right there. That was big time. We're real talk, man. Them boys were in there and showed the grittiness that we thought they were. They are a gritty basketball team. They put it on display today. They went out there and executed the game plan that Tibbs put out there, and they walked away with a victory, man. 116-110. Defense came to play. We got the Minnesota Timberwolves carry on Monday, Minnesota. We got them Monday night. So I'm looking forward to that game. But yeah, that defense was popping. Jalen Brunson came in there off the hiatus, straight lit up the first quarter. I mean, he was lighting it up, shot power from all over the place. What you can say about RJ Barrett coming down the lane, bully ball. It was just all good all around, man. Julius Randle had a good 20-some points, 21, whatever. But they gritty though, man. Salute to them guys, man. I'm happy about the win. Can't be more excited. 42-30. We on our way there, man. Playoffs are definitely in the picture. That's for sure.
Well, today's game has got me closer to where I thought we would be this year. You know what I mean? And we still have time to improve, man. I said at the start of the year that the Knicks would at least have 5 more wins with Jalen Brunson this year, and we already have accomplished that. You know what I mean? We already have accomplished 42 wins. And I mean, this team is a good team. Our guys play really good basketball, man. And I seen on Twitter a lot of people were thinking that this would have been a game that the Knicks lost. And at one point of the game, you thought they possibly could have lost. Maybe they had finally gave up. It was like, all right, we just coming back from a West Coast trip. You know what I mean? Our legs a little tired. Our chest is burning. Our chest is burning from running up and down and stuff like that. Our breathing and stuff like that. But man, oh man, these Knicks, man, these freaking Knicks, man, these Knicks are the real deal, man. And this is a really good team, man. And I'm excited to represent the orange and blue.
Yeah, real talk, man. That's 100% fact right there, man. These cats is gritty, it's hard. They go hard. And what I mean was amazing that these cats is locked in, though. These games like this we would have lost last year. You know what I mean? These cats is locked in, shot power there, executing the defense, the rebounding. They hit the free throws today, like Kerry Cox said. Mitchell Robinson was dominant today. Him and Harkenstein played, and like JJ said, we made it tough on the Joker today, man. I liked what they do. They was waiting for him to make a certain move, then they go at him. And they was working out. They had a couple of turnovers that way. He threw the ball away a couple of times. So I mean, what can I say, man? Yeah, I know any team fear the Knicks. To be honest with you, that's a dangerous basketball team, man. Especially with Jalen Brunson back. All three of our big three had 20 points. The bench mob was at the bench mob. Harkenstein, them guys was playing. So all around, good game, man. And I can't say enough about these guys, man. They are really playing, putting up some good numbers there, man. 116, 110. Defense was there against one of the most high powers teams in the NBA, in the association. Number one, and they put it on them boys, man. And I was like, you know what? I ain't worried about it. It's a game of runs. And I think that's what it's going to be. So let's hope that we can continue this thing Monday, man. We get this win Monday 43. It's over. It's over. It is over, bro. I think the way it looked right now, like I was telling Shaw Powell, ladies and gentlemen, the Bulls smashing the Heat right now. Heat lose. We got them 4 games on them. It's done. They ain't going to catch us. So it's just about Brooklyn then. And I think Brooklyn got Cleveland a couple of times, and so I think they're not even out the water yet. So I think we're definitely going to get that fourth or fifth seed, and I think we got a good shot to get the 4th. We play the way we played tonight, the resiliency, bouncing back. When they go up, we came back and stayed the course. Defense stayed intact. Salute to Mitchell Robinson for on the closeout on the jump shot, man, on that 3-point jump shot. Pogo stick Mitch, you know what I mean? Then obviously after that, he got the result of that by him and Jalen Brunson sprinting down court for the alley-oop.
Man, beautiful.
That was it. That was one end. He D'd him up and made him miss a 3-point shot. Then he kept his composure, ran down the court, and next thing you know, I see him throw that up there like the garden with bananas, man. I swear, whoever for copyright it, I'll play that loud, real talk. But you can't say enough about these guys, man. They're the New York City Gritty Committee. I mean, that's just who they are, man. Them some gritty boys down there, man. Josh Hart done brought a whole dynamic to the Knicks, man. And I can't say enough about him and RJ Barrett. Salute to him. Last 7, 8 games, 20-something games, 23. He back in his game, so Knicks are going to be a tough out. I'm looking forward to this, man. I'm really looking forward to this thing to close out and see where we're going to wind up at. But I do think we got a really good shot in the next 10 games to get that 4th seed, man. If we do, then Cleveland better watch out, buddy. Better watch out because these boys coming hard.
Man, Divine, man, I'm just sitting back and I'm this Knicks team, man. This team is really, multiple players in double digits tonight, multiple steals tonight, fast break points, hitting their free throws, out rebounding the Nuggets. Offensively and defensively, not giving up when they were down, kept fighting back, and to close out the game, hitting free throws. Man, what can you really say about this team, man? This team is legit, man. And next one up, man. Whoever we got next, man. Next one up, man. Let's see if we can go on another 4 or 5 game winning streak again. Capture 4 or 5 winning streaks. Maybe lose a game and catch another fire, 3, 4, 5 games to end up the season or something like that. This team is they're greedy, and Brunson came back on straight adrenaline tonight. 16 points in that first quarter. He was on adrenaline mode. He just came out and he ended with 20-something points. Our definites are definitely coming through for us. Our possibles are making books. You know what I mean? Right. And that's exactly where it's going down right now. Our definites are definitely coming through for us, and our positives are our possibles are definitely coming through for us also. So salute to this Knicks team, salute to the front office, and I noticed something too, man. I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but since the beginning of the year, the 3 players that the Knicks acquired, Brunson, J Hart, and I Hart, are all from the West Coast teams. You know what I mean? They're all from the West Coast. And these guys, when they play West Coast teams, they play like, maybe it's just me watching this and stuff like that, but I Hart plays good against those West Coast centers. Jay Hard is just it don't make a difference if it's East Coast or West Coast, but he's from the West Coast, and Jalen Brunson is definitely from the West Coast, and he usually steps up big against West Coast teams. And that's just something I noticed. I don't know, how feasible it is, but it's just something that I noticed, and these guys are playing really hard for us this year.
Yeah. He played out there. When you played at the conference over in the Western Conference, for a whole 4 years, you definitely know him. He came out of college and went there, straight to Dallas. So yeah, him and Josh Hart, them, they all know that Lakers, Lakers, New Orleans. Yeah, they've been out there, man. And they understand that they style of play. They're not bangers like the East Coast type of basketball. They more, finesse, I would say. Finesse and we on coach, we going hard, we gritty out here. So and that grittiness took it to them tonight. They took it to them boys tonight, man. Punch them in the mouth coming out the gate, but you knew they are who they are. One of the prolific offense like they have. Obviously, you knew they was gonna get back in the game because it's a game of runs, no matter what up down or whatever. But I like to see the New York Knicks, even when they took the lead with a couple of points. Knicks like, nah, we in the end of that game, like, nah, we got this because the defense was better than theirs. You know what I mean? And my man was cooking Jamal Murray, and things like that. So Mitch phenomenal. Him and iHeart, man. Can't say enough about them boys in the middle of the night, man. Them boys was in it. You know what I mean? They was in it tonight, man. And that's going to be a tough out for a lot of teams. And I'm happy about that because even Tibbs, he was in the press conference, he was talking about the guys like Jericho Sims and McBride and them. He like them cats stay ready. This team is stay ready. They don't, they know what their roles are and they playing them pretty well. So you got to be ecstatic about the way this team is playing, man. And especially coming off that West Coast trip to salvage that West Coast trip to get back. And then come in the Garden and do what they did today against the Denver Nuggets. You know what I mean? So, let's give these boys these flowers, man, real quick, man. And we, look at some stats right quick on what they did today. Some of the players, we had some good outing from a lot of guys tonight. From the Knicks standpoint, Julius Randle 20 points, 36 minutes. RJ Barrett 21, 34 minutes. Mitchell Robinson had a good game, 9 and 8, 26 minutes. Brunson 24 points, 32 minutes, 5 assists, 2 rebounds. Grimes only had 9 points, but he was playing some key defense out there. But the man of the hour, Josh Hart, 32 minutes, 8, 5, and 13. That was nice. Man, real quickly, they have a great shooting night, but he still contributed 10 points and did the thing on the defense. He had some key shots though at a good time. Hartenstein, good game, 22 minutes, 9 rebounds, 6 points. 6 points. Now the Obi Toppin had 5 points for the Denver Nuggets. We kept
not to stop you real quick. But notice none of the Knicks played excessive minutes. 36 minutes is the most, and that was from our star player.
That's right. Yep, absolutely. That's what's good about having a bench when they performing. See, when the bench is performing, you can rest on guys. But when they wasn't performing, we had to get live to play 40 minutes and all that. But great analogy on that one. When your bench is playing well, you don't have to let the starter play that many minutes. 24-25 for Jokic and Jamal Murray. Everything else was pretty, Aaron Gordon had a 14 there, but it was an impactful 14 to me. A lot of them guys didn't have an impactful score. Jeff Green had a little something. He helped get back in that groove, but everybody else we put in a donut. So for the stat for the game, what I was impressed with was right here, 41 for 83, 49% from the field goal percentage. We didn't shoot well from downtown. Free throw percentage was awesome, 89% from the charity stripe. We've been abysmal there all year. That was a really good sighting right there to see it shoot well for the charity stripe. And we move on down, 4 blocks, 23 assists, a couple better than the average last couple of games. We only had 12 turnovers, 9 steals, bro. 56 points in the paint, and we only had 16 personal fouls. That was awesome because they didn't get to convert to a lot of points. So overall, it was I think it was a good outing for the Knicks, man. Salute to them guys for really going out there playing a good game tonight, and let's see if we can get back at it. Against Minnesota and Monday, but they played good, man. I'm really happy about these guys and keep prospering, man. The Knicks is in there, man, for real. So we're gonna see if they can get this thing pop up Monday. But other than that, Shot Powell, I gotta really say, man, these boys is lit, man. They big time right now, and to win 42 games is impressive, man. It really is. And we knew what they were capable of, but it came together. Came together at the right time. Tiz make the adjustments with the rotation and realize that you got to sacrifice. We know you want to play, but right now we need to get these guys in a certain type of rhythm, and it showed off. Since January, they like, what 14-4, some of that nature. They killing it, 15-4 or whatever the case may be. But the Knicks is playing some phenomenal basketball. Salute to the New York Knicks, man. Great game today overall.
Yeah, if I don't know where that came from, but I seen something with 22-12. So that's the last 36, 38 games or so. So maybe that's from halftime or mid-season or whatever. But 22-12 is a number that I seen. I can't remember what stat it was that it was attached to, but 22-12. I think that's how many wins they have won in the last 36 what 22-12. So that's 34 games or something like 36 games. So that's an awesome stat right there. You know what I mean? Even with the bumps and bruises that we had with the Brunsons on and all that stuff, that's an awesome stat. And the biggest stat that I love I love all three of them. They pushed the pace. They out rebounded the team, and they finally starting to hit their free throws. 80-something% is where we need to be if we plan to make it into the higher up in the playoffs. We have to stay around that number. 25 free throws a night at least. We shot 28 free throws tonight and hit 25. Awesome.
Yeah, real talk. Hey, for the night, we're gonna call our centers Batman and Robin, because they didn't get a Joker no love up in Gotham today. No love in Gotham today, bro. Like, when you about it, you can go to Mile High, goodbye, whatever. So it was nice, man. They play hard, boy. Those boys play hard. But what I was interested to see Child Powers, you know what? I got to give Tibbs credit though. Like if you don't got it, you just don't really need to be in here. And I think with Josh Hart had to go, it wasn't no need for Quentin Grimes. You know what I mean? He's like, listen, you just sit there for the night, for the day, because this man got this thing going. And I'm glad that he the type of coach that say, I'm gonna roll with what's working. And don't worry about the selfishness or none of that. Whatever's working for the team to win, that's what I'm gonna do. And I think Josh Hart played a major role in that joint, man. I was like, listen, you don't need to come back and grind. You'll be all right. You still the starter, but not tonight. Not for the end of the game. The Josh Hart energy is amazing, man. He got that attitude, that fight, the grit. He stripping guys down there, the Joker, Gordon, he's stripping catch.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I'm like, this dude is he got a lot of key stuff that just don't show up on the stat sheet. It just don't show up.
It showed Divine. He fills the stat sheet up: 3 steals, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, the double-digit scoring. He is a monster every game. He's quadruple in the stats. He's always getting a steal. He's always getting some rebounds. He's always getting assists. He's scoring. Between the two guys tonight, Quentin Grimes and Josh and Jay Hart tonight, I think it's 9 and 13. So that's 22 points from your shooting guard position. That's major. That's major. You know what I mean? Quentin Grimes didn't have the greatest of games, but he scored 9 points and a big 3-pointer when we needed it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, yeah, absolutely. You know what? And you know what I mean by that? The way he hustled, his hustle plays.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, they don't show up on that stat sheet. Like this cat, he know where to be. He know where to set good picks. He know when the cat about to put the ball on the floor. And I mean, when he pushed the pace, he know that literally I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go left to get right, and he just split the defenders, and that thing, he laying that thing up in there. You know what I mean? And D. Ross, you got me feeling like that, bro. I believe the New York Knicks could do what the Atlanta Hawks did in 2000. I mean, two years ago when they went to the Eastern Conference Finals down there. I think that's what the Knicks would pull that off this year. Willie Cruz was popping, man. Salute to the chat, everybody. Knicks got it hot. They got it popping today, man. So we had to get up in here. D. Ross in the building. Once a Knick, always a Knick. Willie Cruz, Kerry Cox, everybody, man. Salute to everybody in the building. Fabian, everybody. Salute once a Knick, always a Knick. Johnny Davis. Salute to the chat, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe. You know, we're here vibing right now. The Knicks vibing. We're 42 and 30. Rolling right now. About to go up here and get into this 4th spot by another week or two. Before it's all over, Knicks will be up in there. And we be ready to play in the playoffs, man. We in the playoffs, man. I know we there. Like I said, I just don't think, I don't even think the Bulls or nobody can catch it. I mean, the Heat. After the Heat, not even the Heat going to catch it because they losing 60-39 in the second quarter. I don't know what's going on in Miami. That's good for them though. So if they lose, we got them by 4 games. It's gonna be hard to catch up 4 games and with 10 games left. The Knicks will have to literally go on a losing streak to do that. So if the Knicks even tread water, they still wind up beating them being 2 games over them. I don't care what they do; they ain't going nowhere. Not for they going in. They won't be in the. They be in the play-in. That's what I'm trying to say. The Nets don't slip. Miami will be in the play-in, but we good though. We gonna get that 4th seed. So overall, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot be more thrilled about this team. The grittiness, the competitive nature. Yeah, hey, Ron, real talk, man. That was a gritty game right there, bro. Salute to you, my man. Ron in the building. Ron, salute to you, my brother. But that was a gritty performance right there, man. I'm really ecstatic about that thing, man. That was a good gutsy performance. They made it tough on the Joker. Like you can't stop him, but you can slow him down. And I think our center did a good job of slowing him down today. Everything he had, other than fancy footwork that he got, they made it tough for him, man. And salute to iHeart and Mitchell Robinson on that note. RJ bully ball. That's the RJ you want to see. Drive more. Don't worry about nothing else, like Tibbs said. Just go down there and just go down the paint. Do what you do. And it's starting to show in his numbers, man. He's not relying on that 3 ball. And he's starting to pay dividends. So salute to RJ Barrett, man. All these guys, man. They're just a bunch of competitive dudes, man. And I'm happy about for what they're going through shot powers. We just got to take it 1 game at a time. But what I liked about today, they played 48 minutes, even though they blew a lead, but they still was competing for 48 minutes. And that's what you want to see them get competing for 48 minutes all the way to that last alley-oop, man. I'm like, these boys is on fire. So I'm loving what I'm seeing, man. Salute to the Knicks, man. They doing their thing right now.
Yeah, nothing else you can really say about how these Knicks are playing, man. You didn't said it, I didn't said it. You know what I mean? People are talking about it. You know what I mean? The Knicks are hot right now, man, and that we have a really good team, man, and I just want to see where everything falls into place, man, because if we get an upset from an 18, the 8th team beating a 1 team, or a 17 beating the 2nd team, I mean, it's going to change up the whole way this second round of the playoffs it's just so funny, man. Some of these teams in the 8th are still fighting, and they're still pretty decent teams, depending on who they play and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And you even look at Brooklyn against maybe who is it? Philadelphia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The 3 seed to the 6th seed.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It could this whole way we thinking that, I'm not saying, I'm just being a fan right now, because I'm hoping that I don't want to say hoping we don't play a team, but if I just leave the speculation right there, because 18 play the 1st team, 17 play the 6th team. If it started right now, you know what I mean, it'd be real interesting. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, real talk. Right now, the Hawks will be playing the Bucks 8-1, 7-2. Miami will be playing the Bucks, and you have the Brooklyn Nets against the Sixers, and the one that I want the most, the Knicks against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let's get it popping. We're gonna let you know why we didn't have to worry about Donovan Mitchell coming here after this round. I'm letting y'all know that right now. I want the Cavaliers, and the Knicks will be in the 4th spot by all said and done, because the Cavaliers got the Brooklyn Nets back-to-back in Brooklyn next week. Back-to-back in Brooklyn, the Cavaliers twice against the Nets. And I know we got Cavaliers one more time. I just think it's going to be the Knicks in the 4th seed. It's going to be Cavaliers in the 5th seed. It's going to be Heat and the Heat and unless Atlanta get on the roll. They 4 games behind the Nets, so the Nets will have to lose 4 games in order for I think the Hawks to catch them unless they go on a blitz. But I think the final 4 teams, to me, to be honest with you, it's going to be the Bucks, Celtics, the 76ers, and the Knicks. Them 4 are going to play each other, and the 2 out of them 2 are going to be playing in the Eastern Conference Finals. So if it's the Bucks and the Knicks or the Celtics and the Sixers, I do think them 4 teams are going to be there. But like you said, Shy, if Miami or the Nets or he can knock off one of them top dogs, I'm good with that too. I'm good with that too. And even with the play, you still got the Raptors there. They that's another team you got to watch out in the play-in.
That's what I'm talking about. The Raptors. Watch out for them Raptors. And I'm not taking away from how Brooklyn's been playing recently. They slip up and get Boston and Boston slip a little bit, do a little stutter step, and Brooklyn slide right through them. That changes up the whole atmosphere at the top of that line. So, just saying and stuff. I'm looking at some teams at the bottom that match up pretty well with some of the teams at the top. I haven't done the research, but I'm gonna do some homework to see how many times these teams beat each other or how many times they played each other. I'm gonna do some homework hopefully by the next time we come on, so we can start try to finalize everything. I mean, there's still a lot of games left. It's still like every team has at least 10 games left. Excuse me. So 10, a five game winning streak can put you from from the 11th spot all the way to close to the 7th spot. So what I mean, you never know.
Never know. But the good thing about it, we got the Timberwolves Monday, minus Anthony Edwards. Obviously he got hurt in the other night, man. So they ain't gonna have him or Cat, but it's still a good team. But I think we win that game Monday. We 21-16 in the Garden. When we was about a month ago, we was under 500 in the Garden. Went on that 8-game winning streak, 9-game winning streak, I would say, and it turned it around at home, man. And now we protecting the home court, man. And that's a beautiful thing right there, man. We can protect that thing in that building there. We good to go because we're a good road team, obviously. So it doesn't make a difference to me. I think the Knicks can win in any arena. Any arena they can go in and win. Milwaukee's probably the hardest with what they got, but I think this team is set to do something, ladies and gentlemen. I feel it in my bones, man. I'm like, these boys, I hope it's that 1, 2, 3, or 4, and if they stick like that, it'll be the Knicks versus the Celtics, Bucks versus the Sixers.
That'd be beautiful.
What?
That'd be beautiful. That'd be a beautiful Bucks and the Sixers. That would be beautiful to watch.
And then Knicks and the Celtics.
Oh yeah, we got that. I'm not gonna say, I'm just saying, playoffs are different, but we got their number, man, and I think we could pull off 4 games out from them. I mean, if it go down to 7, but I think we could take 4 games, man. I think we could beat Boston.
Yeah, Agent Super. I appreciate that, man. I'm looking at the same thing. They are walloping them dudes, man. The Bulls are beating the Heat. If the Heat lose that game, they will not catch the Knicks. The Knicks is not going to allow a team with 4 losses in the loss column behind them to catch them with 10 games left. Not the way this team playing basketball. So I really think that the Knicks will hold on to that 5th spot definitely, but I think they're going to get to 4.
Not for nothing either. The Bulls ain't like 11th or something like that. They not too far out of it either.
They 10th. They in it. They
in it. All right, yeah. They not too far out of it either. So the Bulls, that's a scary team for to make it to an 8 seed to play the 1st seed. That's a scary team. Levine and them boys, yeah, that's a scary team.
They got the offense down there. So right now, from the player, but with the play-in end of the, you see the end of the day, what the 8th, the 7th and 8th, is it that the 7th and 8th play the 7th play the 8th and the 9th play the 10th? One of them scenarios. So the Heat, the Hawks, the Raptors, and the Bulls, them 4 will be playing that play-in stuff first. And then the winner of them two, who's left out of them 2, would be the 7th and the 8th spot. Then they play 1 and the 2, and that's going to probably be the Bucks and the Sixers. Because I think the Sixers are going to overtake the Celtics. I think Joel Embiid is on a mission, man. That boy is killing the game right now.
I think they're number 1 right now.
No, the Bucks number 1. Bucks number 1, but 2 games on Boston. Boston number 2, 49-22. The 76ers.
Oh yeah, Bucks. Yep. Yeah, 49. Yeah, 49. Yep.
Yeah. So they definitely they in there.
Oh yeah, you talking about the 76ers beating the Celtics, taking them 2 games?
I think the Sixers are going to move up. Yeah, I think the Sixers are going to move up.
Right. The Sixers are going to move up.
Yeah, I think Boston going to be 3. I think Joe Mazzulla them got a good team, but I don't think he's Yume Udoka on the defense side of the ball. That's why I give them the edge. The Sixers. I mean, they ain't got nothing for Joel Embiid. Ain't nobody in the league got nothing for that brother. Nobody. Nobody. Ain't a center in the NBA can touch that boy. That boy on a mission. His last 10, 11 games, his numbers are like 38, 40, 44, 37, 30. I mean, it's just phenomenal what that boy doing.
He's an all-around player. He's an all-around player.
Yeah, so they're gonna be a tough out. I got them in the Bucks. Is gonna be the toughest out for the Knicks. The Sixers and the Bucks. Everybody else, the Celtics, the Cavaliers, nobody else. The toughest out for the Knicks is the Sixers and the Bucks. Everybody else, because they got superstars. They literally got some superstars. Jason Tatum, he getting there, but he ain't no Joel Embiid to me and Giannis. So we'll see. But I know whoever we play, we gonna come in there and we gonna go at them. You're gonna have to come there and play the Knicks, man. When the Knicks get to play, you're gonna have to play these guys. This ain't no team that you think you're gonna walk up in Madison Square Garden, be flipping bottles and all that shit. That shit is over. That's over.
Yeah, they ain't you ain't coming in the house eating our food no more. They didn't stop that. They chain gang that right there. Yeah, you shut down.
Yeah, for real. Hey, real quick, with interesting, my man. Once the always say, he said JB should be at least considered MVP. I'm gonna tell you, him and Julius Randle got to be up in that conversation. And I was telling Shaw the other day, the reason why he's the most valuable player, he left a franchise that he took to the Western Conference Finals. He helped get to the Western Conference Finals, and right now they're barely making a play-in. He comes to the New York Knicks, who didn't make the playoffs, and he got him in the playoffs, and possibly can run deep in the playoffs. That's most valuable to me. That's how valuable he is as a player, because he left one team, they damn near barely making the playoffs. He came to a team and put him in the playoffs. That's most valuable player right there. You know what I mean? So you got to put him and Julius Randle up there, man. And I think these cats, the way they playing right now, they're gonna be a tough out. RJ's trying to find his stride. The way he's going down playing bully ball in the middle, he a lot of his high percentage shots right at the rim, which was awesome to me. So I like where we're going with this. Quickly been playing phenomenal. Bench is awesome, shot power. I think we just got to maintain one game at a time. Don't get too high, don't get too low. But I do think the Knicks is here to stay and they ain't going nowhere. This organization right now will be locked in for the next 10 years. I just think they got the infrastructure, they got the players. They probably got some of the best contracts in the NBA, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? RJ's, Randall's, and Brunson contracts. They making $20 million, they scoring 20 a game. You know what I mean? They ain't got no $40 million contract, no $39 million. They got 3 contracts, $20 million, and all 3 of them cats giving you 20 a game. And you still got Fournier to come off the books and Derrick Rose to come off the books and so on and so on. But you let iHeart finish out his contract, keep that man down here. You let them Hart boys stay here. You probably have to give Jay Hart some money and Emmanuel Quickly and Grimes, but they'll work it out though. But they'll work it out one way or the other. But I'm very impressed with the way these cats play basketball. And even when they're not having a good shoot night like tonight, the 3-point percentage was only 28%. But what did they make up? Which way they made up from it? Because they shot good at the charity strike.
Mm-hmm.
So they bounced it out. We didn't shoot good for 3, but damn, we shot good from the charity strike. Or some nights they don't shoot bad from the charity strike, but they had a 3-ball popping. So it's pretty interesting, man, that these cats they can score, they can win from a lot of different levels. And it's good to see, man. So let's hope these cats keep this thing going, man. Salute to the chat, Willie Cruz, everybody. It's Knicks Real Talk post game, man. Knicks 116, the Denver Nuggets 110. We're gonna send them back to Colorado. Hopefully Will could talk to him. Will Stalk him, man. I have talk to him out there, but we had to pop it, man. Salute to them guys, man. But we just got to keep it going, man. One game at a time. I'm happy. I know the chat happy. I know the fan base happy. That was a big win tonight, man. That was a big win. I can't say it enough. A lot of wins we had to deal with big. That was big. 1 o'clock game, best team in the West, 2-time MVP, possible 3, which I don't think he could get it over my man this year. But for them to do what they did there and the resiliency of this team and the energy. I mean, these cats are gritty, man. I know I'm going to burn it out, but I'm going to have to burn it out. Those are gritty brothers, man. I like that, man. They made me think of the Carmelo Anthony Knicks, a little bit like the even the you and them Knicks. They go hard at you, man. Them cats, though, they be coming straight at you. Randall and them, can you imagine having to play them in the playoffs? And in the playoffs, everybody, they slows down. So these cats coming at you for 48 minutes. iHeart just coming at you. Randall coming at you. Brunson coming at you, RJ coming at you. It's just straight bully ball all night long. They wear a lot of teams out in the playoffs. So I'm happy to see them. They playing the way they're supposed to play. So let's see if they keep it going and see if we can get to 43 on Monday, Sha.
Yeah, it's no question about that, man. This team, like you said, Divine, man, it's not. I'm starting to stutter when I talk about them because what more can you say? You critique them about, you could critique them a little bit that 3-point shooting wasn't on tonight. But the 3-point defense was pretty lit, except for what you call it. He hit like 7 3-pointers on us. But contesting the 3-pointer, that's what they did tonight. We pushed the pace tonight. We controlled the pace tonight. We out-rebounded this team tonight. Fast break points. Turnovers. I'm not sure if we beat them in blocks, but we must have been close in beating them in blocks, if not even. What else can you really say about what this team is doing, man? Against the number one, we have beat some big teams this year, man. Is no team is only. I'm not sure if we did we play every. We had to play every team. The only team that we have had a problem with was Milwaukee. I think that's the only team that has beaten us in a series. You know what I mean? And aside from that, none of the teams in the East can really say that. I mean, Raptors can. Raptors beat us, I think, 3 times. But, and I mean, aside from the elite teams, we got them in the bag. We didn't beat Cleveland. We didn't beat Boston. We got the tiebreaker from Boston. We beat 76ers. You know what I mean? We beat Miami. We got to play them later in this. We got a couple of more games with them. Yes, what can you say about this team, man? What can you say about this team, Devon?
Yeah, real talk. JW said the Knicks are tougher than a $2 steak. I ain't mad at you for that one. Yo, salute to my man Hector, what's poppin', my brother? Salute to you, man. Salute to the chat, man. Salute to everybody in Knick Nation, man. That's what it is, man. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe because it's real talk over here, man. And I'll tell you what, though, I ain't scared of no one, man. This team ain't scared. They got dogs up in this piece, man. They ain't scared of no one. And what do you say? Good one. Heck said Knicks don't play fair. We beating teams with Mitch doing cardio out there. Yeah, Mitch was killing it though. He hit 2 big free throws though. Them 2 free throws was big. That was 86 to 80. Hit them 2, made it 80, 84. That 86 to 80, 86 to 82. Down 4, swung the momentum back, the pendulum back our way a little bit. And I was like, okay, that was good. Mitch hit him, and he just a good dude. Offense rebounding machine. Length, and that last play before that fast break, like I said, he when he jumped to block Jokic's shot and then bounced back to block it a second time to throw it off to make it to alter the shot, and he missed a 3-pointer. My man Josh Hart get the rebound, pass it out to my man Jalen Brunson. Why they didn't foul him, I don't know.
Man, did you see that? Oh, he just got down the court. He went to the left. He went to the right. Once he got across, he was looking like a wide receiver. Once he got across the thing, he just kept it moving. That was a wrap. Then, man, it's beautiful, man.
And you got my man Josh Hart looking like Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, man.
Those boys running, man. The Knicks legit, ladies and gentlemen. I can't say it enough, man. I cannot say it enough. These boys is the real deal. I got a feeling, just like the Atlanta Hawks did 2 years ago, we were the almighty 4 seed. They went in that run. They beat us. They beat Philly. They got to the Eastern Conference Finals. I think the Knicks pull off that feat this year. I think we get out the first round, go against whoever in that second round, take them to 7 games and make the best man win. I don't think this team is scared of nobody. The toughest team in there to me is going to be the Bucks and the Sixers. That's it. The rest of them, I ain't worried about them cats, man. I think they got it going on in New York right now. So let's see if they keep this thing going. They're going to be the toughest out, man. Cleveland, I'm not worried about. They got Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland, but we got Jalen Brunson and Randall, and we got RJ Barrett. We neutralized their game. If RJ keep playing the way he's playing, I think I said about a week ago, if RJ Barrett, or 2 weeks ago, if he start getting in his bag like he's been for the rest of the season, Knicks winning 48, 49 games. If RJ Barrett keep doing what he's doing right now, don't even change the game. Don't even worry about a 3-point shot. Keep taking that ball down the hill, getting on and one. That was your 3-point shot right there, the and one. He missed a couple of them today. You know what I mean? Missed about 2 or 3 of them today, actually. But
great. Pretty good too. Not like before when you be like, he'd be like, he'd go up. It looked like it was gonna go. It's like, all right, that's a good one. Went up strong. So I appreciate what he's doing for us, man. This team, man. I mean, the way they play together, man. It is really coming together. And Tom Thibodeau has put this team together, man. Like we looked at the minutes distribution. No one's playing 42 minutes no more. You know what I mean? We're not seeing RJ playing 39, 40 minutes. Randall playing 42 minutes, 39, 41 minutes. Brunson not playing 38 minutes and 39 minutes. This team is evenly stacked. Everybody's getting some burn. Everybody's getting some playing time, and everybody's contributing when they get into the basketball game. And kudos, like I said, kudos to Tom Thibodeau, man. FYI, man, Tom Thibodeau All right, I'm just going to throw this out there, because this is more of a preseason thing. I mean, after the season thing. If the Knicks make it to the second round this year and push it to a game 7, win or lose, can you figure out who we're going to get in the offseason? This offseason is going to be super duper. I will leave that until the offseason comes, because I think this team will go to the finals. I think this team will go to the finals, man.
They scary, man. They scary because, like I say, you know what? They playing probably some of the best defense in the association. So that's why the Bucks are so dominant, because they good. Drew Holiday, Giannis, and all these guys, Brook Lopez, they got a good defense. We got a good defense. Philly defense is decent. Boston defense not like it was when they had Ime Udoka for sure. So Cleveland defense they all right, but they backcourt defense is suspect, because obviously you see what Jalen Brunson did against Donovan Mitchell in the playoffs last year anyway. And Darius Garland's not a good defender. They can score, but we got cats who can. Quentin Grimes to me is the X factor just for his defense alone, child power. Because no matter who they top scorer is, they put him on them. Because even today, for a minute he had Murray a little slowed down, but then obviously my man got in his bag a little bit. But between him and Josh Hart and Quickly, it's not too many two guards in the league I'm worried about at that position when it comes to scoring on the Knicks. We got 3 guys right there that literally can play defense. Quickly, Grimes, and Jay Hart all can play that position at the 2. And they can lock down some of the best cats out there and make it hard on them. So I'm really excited about that. That's what gives me a lot of hope about this team. Where it's like anybody you go up against, we got somebody we can throw at you. Just throw at you. It don't care who you are, we can throw them at you. And you would try your best. You know what I mean? And if you do get your points, it's going to be a hard point. You might get your points, but your percentage won't be good. You know what I mean?
Right.
So and I think this was a pressure about our defense. We just got to keep maintaining and keep picking it one day at a time. I'm glad to see Jalen Brunson. He played the whole game. Nothing wrong with the foot. Looked good out there. So I think that's a plus. Randall, Iron Man, Randall. Just stay ready, man. This cat got a chance to, hopefully nothing happened to him, got a chance to play all 82 games. That is impressive, man. I really believe that. So that's what's really, really good about it, man. The cats are just doing it, man. They doing it. They've got camaraderie, cohesion. They unselfish. I love about this team. They're an unselfish team. Even today, I know I noticed something in the game. Randall wanted quickly to give him the ball. He was like, nah, I'm running the offense. You know what I mean? They were seeing that he like, yo, hold up, I'm the point guard out here. I'm running the offense. He took the jump shot and missed it, but he didn't let Randall say, we're gonna go ISO, and quickly kept the ball. And obviously he missed a 2 3-pointers he shot, but still I'm glad to see that these guys can say, listen, no, coach got me at the point guard spot and I'm going to run the team. And he's doing that pretty good, to be honest with you. So that's impressive to see. But there's a lot of good, a little tangible things that they're doing real well on both sides of the floor. And I'm impressed, man. I'm really impressed. We knew this team was good. Like I said, you hit your number. I have 45 wins. You already hit your 42. So I think we probably go 45 or more. Because I think in the next 10 games, the Knicks go 7-3. It's a wrap. You know what I mean? And we sitting there. So, but I think it's gonna be fun. Let's get ready.
Yeah, we go 7-3. We might as well. We might as well go 8-2. Divine, make it to 50.
I get you. Yeah, I get you on that one. I would like to too. Yeah, and that's a good one too. The dog pepper. Yeah, but these cats, they gritty though. The New York City is back. Oh my God! I need to go ahead and brand my slogan that I made 2 years ago. It's all good because they playing some gritty basketball. They in there, man. But overall, good game, man. They got the Joker 25, tough 25. Not not one of 30 triple double type stuff. They really played that man well today, man. Mitchell Robinson and Hart played him well. And I like the double team that was coming from the blind side with Jay Hart and them. They were blitzing them. Especially on the right side of the court, he'll spin towards Mitch in the middle, and you see them, my man Grimes and Jay Harden would just blitz my man. By the time he could turn his head around, them cats already on the ball. He threw a couple of them away, they stole a couple. So overall, just great team defense around Jokic today, man. And that's a tough 25, so I'm not mad at it because to me, he is who he is. He's a reigning 2-time champ MVP, man. So you got to give him flowers to what he's doing in the NBA. But tonight, though, give our big boys in the middle, man. Batman and Robin shut the Joker down tonight. Iheart and Brunson, and Randall, not Randall, excuse me. Iheart and Robinson, Batman and Robin came and took the Joker out of Gotham City tonight. You get up out of here with that laughing, and they did it. So salute to the Knicks, man. Charlie King said 8-2. It will be nice, man. You know, I just want to get that 4th seed, man. I take whatever number it is, as long as it's over 45. But you know, Dwagam said that I'm glad that my prediction came out well because I thought this team was that good. I thought they were the 40+ win team this year. We won 37 without Jalen Brunson. There was no reason to believe me that we wouldn't run more than that with him. You know what I mean? And we had injuries like that last year. Won 37 games. No Kemba Walker, no Nerlens Noel, no Derrick Rose. You had to move Alec Burks to the starting point guard spot. You took his firepower off the bench. And Obi wasn't really truly at the end of the year. He started playing well. Them guys, but this year, this team is different, man. They just built different. They built different. They dogs. They really go out there barking at cats. And they ain't punk. You can't punk the Knicks. That's for sure. So let's hope they keep that same energy going forward, man. Hope we can carry this thing over into the playoffs, man, because we definitely going to be up in there. So, you know, we'll see how it goes. But I'm confident, no question, man. JW said we going 8-2, mark it down. If we hit 50, it's going to be on and popping up in this joint, man. The fireworks over here. I might have to do it outside. Do the stream outside if I can blow off some fireworks. I'm gonna go outside, take the whole stream outside, rockets over the lake or whatever. Just like real talk. Hey, JW, they do that. It's gonna be on and popping up here. I mean, popping is gonna be popping too. But I know it's good to feel this way, man. We had a lot of years of purgatory, man. We had a lot of years of rebuilding. 30-win teams, 18-win teams, 17, 21-win teams. And that's why I say no matter whether you like him or not, man, this man came in here after a 21-1 season, Shop Powers, with one guy making over double-digit dollar amount. In other words, Julius Randle and a bunch of $5 million players. Think about this here. This is real talk. Julius Randle that year we went to the playoff with the only cat making double-digit in dollar amount. Like he was making $19 million. Everybody else $5 million, $4 million. Rookie contract, and he took them cats from 21 wins to 41 wins in the 4th seed with a mediocre roster. Literally, I'm talking about Julius Randle and a bunch of mediocre ball players that wouldn't start on no team in the NBA. Julius Randle and a bunch of bench players, and obviously a young RJ Barrett. Took him to 21 wins to 41. Now this year, and that was a shortened game season too. Now this year, you got him at 42 with 10 games to go. And probably win anywhere high of 45 or whatever. It's only between him and Mike Brown is the only 2 coaches of the year to me. I mean, you want to give it Missoula from the Celtics, okay? But look what he inherited. Yeah, he inherited a team that went to the Eastern Conference Finals. I mean, went to the finals last year. So I think Tom Thibodeau right now is pretty much in the building. Him and Mike Brown for Coach of the Year. I just don't see how you can't give it to them guys. One of them guys, man. What he doing with the Sacramento Kings is awesome, and them cats is right there behind Denver. We right there. So them 2 teams, they really turned it around, and we turned it around. So let's hope keep this thing going, man. Tiz win Coach of the Year 3 years. That is crazy. He got to show improvement in the playoffs. You know what I mean? We want Coach to get in there and polish that playoff resume and get some wins on the record in there, man. And if he get the Knicks out of the second round this year, summer strikes like my man Shaw Power said. And we're going to be looking in the free agent market this summer or a trade market or whatever. All we need is a piece or two. And it ain't that much. I mean, this team really right now, if Jalen Brunson keep doing what he's doing in close games like that, him and Randall and them, the Knicks don't need nothing. To me, the only thing they really need is a 6'10" power forward who can literally block shots and, you know, like almost like a Serge Ibaka type of dude, you know what I mean? Who literally can, you know, like I seen him play today where when Jokic went up, Julius Randle was there, but Julius Randle he's just 6'8", 6'9". He's not as a known defender, but I seen a couple of times where he would have had a shot blocker there on the back behind Mitch and them at 6'10". They would have threw a couple of shots out of there. So I think we are really let's say 3 and D. I'll say 4 and D. Give us a stretch 4 that can literally can block shots and can get some buckets. I think the Knicks got to be all good to go. I think we be good to go. So let's see how it rolls, man. But it's looking pretty good though. It's looking pretty good, Shop Pop. I'm happy, man. Salute to the chat. That's where it's at. Norrique, what's good, my man? Salute to you as well.
Norrique.
He said Knicks going to the conference final. I'm on that. I'm on that wagon, man. I'm strapped up with my safety belt, man. I'm in there. Let's do it. We got a lot to be hopeful. Let's see if they can pull it off. I think they will, man. Like I said, salute to the whole chat, man. Everybody in there, y'all dropping jewels and everything. I love y'all participation. Appreciate y'all coming in the building. It's on the post-game show tonight, man. Devon Shaw, Knicks 116, 110, gritty, gutsy, Everything. They put it all out there tonight, man. They left everything on the floor tonight. Got down, but then and got back up. Got hit got knocked down to the canvas for a minute, but they shook that off and made their little run. And then next thing you know, in that fourth quarter, they put the New York City gritty plant. They put the clamps on them cats, man. And that's what I did notice something about shot put. I knew about it in the game. I was like, you know what? And in the first couple of quarters, I was like, okay, Denver scored 36-20. The Denver scored 28-39. I was like, watch how the Knicks come out in that second half. What do they do? 24-19. That's the Knicks right there. They might give up that lead in that first half. It's like going to be a tale of two halves when you play the Knicks. They get off to a hot start. The other team, Tom Thibodeau them go in there, make their adjustments, and listen, y'all not doing this, you're doing that. And every game I see so far, they come out that third quarter, and it used to be opposite at the beginning of the year.
Right.
Some people come out in the third quarter and just run a buck on us. Lately, we've been kind of holding down that third quarter, man. Coming out of the halftime, and I think it's pretty good the way they're doing that. So I think that's paying a lot of good dividends for the Knicks.
You got to also say this, man. I mean, there's so many accolades that you could give to the Knicks right now. Knicks coming from the West Coast, winning the last two games, coming back home and playing the best team in the West in New York. And I mean, that's major, man. That is major, man. Winning the last two games on the West Coast swing and coming to New York and beating the number one team in the West. You know what I mean? And down the stretch with a Mitchell Robinson slam dunk to solidify the game. I mean, this team is ready, man. This team is together, and and I still don't think we've seen the best out of this team. You know what I mean? I still think that, these guys are going to try to elevate their games a little bit more. Julius Randle's going to try to elevate his game a little bit more. Jalen Brunson, R.J. Barrett, Jay Hart, even Grimes, Mitchell Robinson. You know what I mean? Yes, those guys. I'm waiting for Grimes. I'm waiting for Grimes to start coming out and getting that 12 points a night, 12, 13 points a night with that gritty defense, man. That's all I'm waiting for, man. If he can contribute a double digit in the starting lineup, we're looking at about 85 points from our starting lineup, man. So let's get it.
Yeah, real talk. I think you're dead on with that, man. If Quentin Grimes can get in the groove somehow, a little bit, just give us 2 threes a game with that defense. Because to be honest with you, he is playing a two guard in the NBA. The average starting, think about the two guards in the NBA he going up against, they score. I mean, they get buckets. I don't care if it's Jaylen Brown. I don't care if it's Bradley Beal. I mean, I don't care if it's James Harden or whoever. He going up against the top. If he can get them numbers half of theirs. If Quentin Grimes can get you 12 points a game with that defense, I think the Knicks will go deep. I think they go deep with Quentin Grimes and give you 12 points, a couple of threes to break the momentum and play the gritty defense that he played. If he can get that, man, it'll be on the popping. Salute to Real Talk Radio LLC. What's good, my brother? Appreciate you getting in. Real Talk, what's good? You and Knicks Real Talk. Salute to you as well. So you know how we do. Great mind, think alike. Real Talk, man. But I think it's Quentin Grimes can really give us that consistency. I would say the consistency. I think this team is going to be even better than that because sometimes he might miss a shot right when you like, oh, we would have hit that one. It would change the momentum of a game, but he'd get there, man. He's a young guy too, and but thank God we got some savvy veterans that can come in there like Josh Hart when he don't have it going. Him and quickly to pick up the slack quickly in his third year playing phenomenal basketball for the Knicks, 6th Man of the Year candidate. And so it's good to see that we got multiple guys who can pick up the slack for another. That's why I'm really hyped about the team. For the reason, even if RJ don't have a good game tonight, Randle and Brunson usually have one. If Brunson don't have a good game tonight, usually RJ and Randle will have one. If Randle don't have a good game that night, RJ and Brunson will have one. You know what I mean? So it's like they're not going to go wrong with 3 guys who could score 20 every night. If even one of them off because they got a better defender on him or his shot just off, whatever, like RJ has been, and we still won games. So, I mean, imagine when they all clicking on all cylinders, I think they're going to be a pretty tough out. They got the offense there. If their defense keep getting better, they can hang with anybody. Obviously, we know like the creme de la creme is the creme de la creme, but we beat one of the creme de la creme, even though like my man said earlier, they've been on a losing streak. They was like 4 games in a row till they beat the Detroit Pistons the other night. I think it was 119 to 100. But but still they still the Denver Nuggets though, no matter what. They wasn't like they was injury prone today. They wasn't like they was an injured team. Nah, we smacked them fully loaded today. Except for my man Najee, who in one last night he came to the guard, he was knocking down threes all over the place. But other than that, I'm pretty impressed with the way they played today, Sha.
It's not much to be said about this team, man. This team makes me exude confidence about them winning. Every time I go out to talk about them, I just feel like I got to try to uplift the team, man. And this team has came through for me this year, man. This New York Knicks team, man. The acquisition of Jalen Brunson, Tibbs really running he really. If you really pay attention to what Tom Thibodeau did, the same thing that every Knicks fan has been talking about, play the youth, play the youth, play the youth. You got iHeart out there. You got IQ out there. You got Grimes, second year in the league, starter, playing minutes. You got Mitchell Robinson. You got Obi Toppin. When Deuce McBride. You got Jericho Sims playing basketball. Tibbs has done all of that this year, and these guys have got plenty of minutes, and we see these guys are ready when they come in just in case. So as we say, Devon, those definites, we definitely got some definites, but our possibles are strong. They are almost cursed. They are strong, almost cursed, Devon.
We
had to catch myself.
Your Knicks team to a hand of spades. So when you hear him, we got definites and possibles. We are relating that to a hand of spades. So yeah, we got definitely 4 possibles. And I think RJ, Randall, like we say, Brunson, quickly, Josh Hart, them definitely 4 possibles. No, they 4 definites. Then, like you said, the McBride, the Grimes, and all these guys, them out and the iHearts and all these guys, and Robinson, them are possible. But I tell you what, if they click on all cylinders, Knicks gonna run to Boston.
Word up.
If that click on all cylinders, they gonna run to Boston, man. Them boys good, man. They good. And like I said, we beat a lot of these teams healthy. You can't say they didn't have this guy, that guy. A lot of teams we beat, they was there, and we was unhealthy the most of the year. Because really, right now, Knicks should literally be at 47 wins right now, easy.
Yeah, we should definitely be already there. You're right.
Yeah, bad free throw shooting in some games. Let's say, like when you hear they got, you hear us, because we pretty much equate the game just like Mike Green or Frazier and Wally. This the same way Knicks will talk. We equate the game just like we deal with the numbers and the facts. You know what I mean? We don't try to put nothing in between it. We deal with the numbers. The numbers don't lie. And when you see, so when I see and I hear Mike Bream and Clyde, like, man, we just talked about that in the stream. Because our show is sort of like that, the way they got talk. We just talk the truth about basketball, what we see and what the numbers say and everything. And they be hitting it dead on. If the Knicks would have literally left 5 or 6 games on, and that's only in free throw shooting. That's not counting the missed rebound against like the Luka Doncic of the world, the double balls to the Lakers and the Clippers. We let some games get away, which I say a lot of teams, the teams that's not beating us, we beat ourselves. That's what I like about this team this year. They so gritty that a lot of teams is not beating us. We beating ourselves by some mental mistakes, some shot making or whatever the case may be, or lapse. But to be 42-30, and we gave away about 6 or 7 games this year, that's what's impressed me about this team, man. And they resilient as anything. They just resilient, man. And they go out there and play for 48 minutes, shot out. They leave it all on the floor. And the energy in the building is electric. The home court we started to put our alarm system on Madison Square Garden. Now you ain't coming up in Madison Square Garden dropping W's like that anymore. We done won about 3 or 4 or 5 in the Garden lately. So they playing all around good basketball from both sides of the spectrum. Offense, defense, pace. It's just good right now. Let's hope they can keep it going.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, I may be wrong by this stat again, but I think the Knicks in the last 7 games at the Garden have won or something like that. It's the last 7 games, something about the Garden, 7 wins at the Garden. I remember seeing in Twitter. I can't remember what it was. I was at work, but something about the wins winning about 7 games at home, playing a stronger home, playing strong at home in the last 7.
Yeah, we were 13 like 16. Now we 20 and 16. No, yeah, we 20 and 16, right? So we won like we lost them at home. We won like 7 in a row there or something like that.
Yeah, see, there you go. So that we're winning at home, we're winning that way, we're playing together. You know what I mean? we're finally doing things like we talk about, controlling the pace, grabbing rebounds. Last couple of games been pretty good. Last 3 or 4 games been pretty decent with the free throw shooting. If they could pull together a better 3-point percentage, maybe less 3-pointers, but a better percentage, and stay consistent with getting to the line about 25 times a night, something like they did tonight. 28 times at the 28 times at the line, you hit 25. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful. That's the Knicks pound the paint. The reason why they score in the paint, reason why they get so many foul shots. And I mean, so that 50 so points that we score in the paint plus 25 points from the free throw line or so, makes a difference, man. Makes a big difference.
Really does, man. Real talk, man. For me, man, salute to the whole chat. Frank Monto, Frank was popping, man. Salute to my man Frank. And everybody. Willie Cruz, Cross Singer was popping. Real Talk Radio. Salute to you, everybody. Willie Crow. LLC, yes, sir. But you know what? It's right now. You just gotta be happy as a Knicks fan. There's not too much you can even complain about. It should be nothing to complain about. You're 32 and 30, 42 and 30, and you're about to go to the playoffs. A lot of people that had the Knicks going there. Some did. Some. I'm not saying a lot of people. Let me rephrase that. Maybe 50-50, I guess. So it's good to see that they about to accomplish that, man. Hey, Walter, real talk. Hey, it's interesting, Walter, too. Right before the West Coast trip, they would shoot like 40% from downtown, the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
They would shoot some good numbers from downtown. You're right, though. They start hitting that 3-ball. That's why I said with Quentin Grimes, I think the key to the Knicks' 3-point percentage right now, if RJ keep going downhill and don't shoot a lot of them, and then Quentin Grimes can catch fire with his, I think if them two can accomplish that,
makes the percentage better. Mm-hmm.
Better, yeah. If RJ don't shoot a lot, because a lot of times when RJ go 1 for 7, obviously it messes up the 3-point percentage like crazy. Because when Randall and Brunson was knocking down that 40% clip, the Knicks was up there. So I'm thinking that if RJ keep doing what he's doing by keep just driving the ball down the lane, hitting the rim, taking the and ones, and then Quentin Grimes get his stroke going a little bit more. I want him to be a little bit more assertive. Sometimes he want to give it that ball. Sometimes, Quentin Grimes, shoot that ball, man. That's what you could do. And I think we do that. I think we got a good shot because Quickly been playing well lately, shooting. He was like 33% early in the year. He's like 36% now. So his numbers have been improving. Obviously, Brunson been shooting over 40% almost the third from the second quarter year on. He's been knocking them down crazy too. So it's overall it's good, man. We just got to maintain and keep playing one game at a time and and just keep going hard. The Knicks know what they're fighting for. That's why they win in these games because they know what they play. They're playing for something. When you play for something, you play with an edge to you. And obviously they playing for something, so they playing with an edge to them because they playing for some the players here. They know they missed out last year. This is what I'm trying to say. That year they went to the first round and lost. That next year they wanted to get back to that playoffs and get out the first round. But we had to sacrifice that year for this year. So I think this is the rebuff of the almighty 4C. We got to the playoffs. Now we want to get out the first round. You know what I mean? And I think, and then after this, if we get out the first round and lose in the second, then that next year, you best believe we're going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals. I just think it's different levels to it. I think they're trying to get to them levels. And I think Jalen Brunson with that level to get us out of that first round, maybe he did it with Luka them last year. He literally, that team ain't just as good as the one we got now. And he took them to the Western Conference Finals. So I just think that it's very possible that they setting themselves up for a good run down the line. They just can get that right couple of players in here. Like I said, I'm good with a 6'10" power forward who can block some shots, like a Serge Ibaka. Just somebody who can, if Randall Obi don't got it going one night, at least Obi, you got a guy in there who can shoot the ball a little bit from the 3. He's a veteran, and he Serge Ibaka. What can we say? So I wouldn't mind having a veteran like that just to fill that void with championship experience. And he ain't gonna choke and crunch now because he's been in the big games already. Guys like that, I would love to see him come in with a little contract like that. And you never know what happens, man. But overall, I can't. You're right, JJ. Prime Ibaka was. Whew, I don't know. I don't understand how they didn't win that when they had him, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, and Kevin Durant down in Oklahoma. I mean OKC. I meant to say, them boys that had a squad down there. They went to the final with LeBron and beat them, but. It is what it is. But you know what? I think we get a guy like that, or unless we go out there, if you're going to hit on a home run, you can get a 2-guard, a superstar. I don't want to say a superstar, but a prime 2-guard, and then bring Grimes off the bench if he don't be ready by that time next year. If he go over the season and the offseason, Shaw Powell, and Grimes get better, then you might not have to do that. But even if you do that, and you can you imagine quickly Grimes, J Hart, Obi Toppin, or whoever, and Harkenstein next year? That'd be pretty awesome. That'd be pretty good. So I think we be ready to roll, man. So we'll see how it goes, man. But as for right now, the Knicks is doing their thing, man. Salute to New York Knicks, 116, 110 today in the world most famous arena. The place was electric. It was buzzing up in here. I mean, that place was all lit. It was lit like it's supposed to be. And the way the game ended on the alley-oop, I was like, okay, you can't end a better game than the way that ended. So that had that place rocking, man. So let's salute to the Knicks, man. Shop house. But we see how it goes, man. We got a game Monday. Let's see if we can go out there and beat the Minnesota Timberwolves without my man got hurt, Anthony Edwards, and obviously Cat and everything. Let's see what we can do, man. You know, they still got a team down there, but I think we go out there. I think Monday we beat them and get them out the way. No doubt about that. I think we get them out the way.
Yeah, man. I want to give a salute to New Yorican. Yo, in New York, man, you are definitely seeing much more Knicks hats floating around on people's skull caps, man. I am not lying about it. No matter where I go, what borough I'm in, you see mad Knicks uniform. Orange and blue is representing. It is out, man. It's like they just coming out. So I'm gonna salute you on that. And to another thing that you said about J Hart. To me, I think J Hart was the best. I said at first top 3, but I think he was the best trade pick up at the trade deadline in this season. The best. We have been 11-13 since he's been here. This guy has boosted our second unit. Our second unit now has to be in the top 5 in the league for our second unit. That has to be, man. This guy has really changed the way the Knicks play basketball, and he is a New York style of basketball player. Gritty. Rough. Yes, gritty.
Smart.
Rough.
Yes. Smart.
So yes, he is a young vet, and I am so happy that the Knicks got him here to really help this team out, man. This team is you know, I'm just hoping, like I said, I just want the team to be a good team, man. And from a good team to become a great team, and a great team also entails being perennial. You know what I mean? From now on, I don't even want to play in the draft no more. The draft picks that we got should be ready to be traded for a better player or some bigger name players. So let's continue to do what we're doing. Let's continue starting to bang these teams out. You know, every team is an NBA team. You take nothing away from any of these teams. In the next couple of games, you know, in the next 10 games, I am scared of one team, the Magic. So aside from that, you know what I mean? Aside from that, that team, the Magic, that's the only team I'm worried about. But aside from that, I'm not worried about any of these next 9 teams that we got coming down here. Come on, bring Miami. We need to get the win on them so we could have the winning level. I forgot the exact name for it. The winning level against them. I think we only played them one or 2 games or something like that. I want us to win so we can win that divisional. I can't remember the dang name. I want us to go in there and beat up on the Indiana Pacers. I want us to beat on Indiana Pacers, and you know, let a win against Cleveland, let them know that the Knicks are here, man. What space you want to be in? You want to be in the 4th? You want to be in the 6th? Do you really want to play us? Do you really want to play us?
Really want to play us. That's right. Hey, listen, them, like I said earlier, you shop out. The Orlando Magic beat LA Clippers in LA the other night. So Markelle Fultz had a big game. I was like, yo.
Yeah, that team, they play us very well. I think they may have beat us two times this year already too. I think they beat us 2. We beat them 1, so this might be our last game with them. We need to beat them up, but that team is a team to watch out for.
Hey, you know, I'm gonna tell you, this is a real talk radio. I'm gonna tell you, man, don't put it past. It might not be this year, but in the next year or 2, the Knicks will be in the NBA final. I'm gonna give the Knicks next year Eastern Conference Finals. I think they go out there and get the pieces they need, or to some of the pieces we got already here, take another step. The Knicks can go there. They can go there. I think they when I've been looking at the way these cats been playing for 72 games, and I believe me, I watched all 72. You know what I mean? I'm an 82 gamer. I'm an 80, and I watched the way this team, the growth and development, the peaks and valleys at the beginning of the season, and then Tom Thibodeau made his adjustments. The other guys started really locking in and everything like that. And then, like I said, the best trade this year. You want to say Durant to Phoenix? I don't still think it's better than Jay Hart, because Jay Hart playing. You know what I mean? So it's kind of interesting that Jay Hart trade was phenomenal. It really was, man. That really catapulted these cats to another level. We know Brunson took him to another level. Jay Hart came in, and what can you say about the free agent signing? iHeart. I mean, just a good signing. The front office did they had to do. They maintained. They didn't let the Donovan Mitchell thing bother them. And you got to give them. You take a lot of guts to do what they did with that Donovan Mitchell thing. Like, you know what? Nah, we good for now. And a lot of us want to run the Knicks out, or at least in the media anyway, want to run the Knicks out of town when they didn't get Donovan Mitchell. I'm like, nah, they still got a good team. They got a good team, and I think the Knicks stay true to what they believe in, and it's paying dividends. So, you know, they didn't second guess themselves, because they got scores like Donovan Mitchell. They got Brunson. We got Randall. You know what I mean? So, you know, we still got guys that can light it up when they on, and I think it was a good one, man. So let's salute to the Knicks front office. Got to give them their flowers too. It was, man. It really was, man. But I look at it this way. You know, we're gonna get out of here pretty soon, man. I know everybody get it popped. My brother got to get ready for tomorrow. But let's eat orange and blue skies. I don't even have to look at my window no more. I open my eyes in the morning, I see orange and blue skies. I ain't got to open the curtain. I don't open the curtain, bro. I open my eyes in the morning, I see orange and blue skies. Don't even shop out. Don't even open the curtains. Real talk. Just having some fun with y'all. That's how the Knicks got me feeling. Open my eyes, orange and blue skies. I'm like, damn, this shit's crazy. I mean, it's stay true to the orange and blue. It's beautiful, man. So let's hope they guys can continue doing what they're doing. Monday, guys, pregame, 6:15. Knicks play at 7:30. So the pregame, you know how me and Shaw doing game day. We be here 6:15, man. We go ahead and get it popping. Hopefully they can win this thing, get to 43 wins. And keep feeling good about ourselves, man. Real talk, man. Salute to the Knicks, man. Salute to the chat, man. You know, you cats has got it. Go ahead, Shop Hours.
Yeah, I was just gonna say this, man. Salute to Tom Thibodeau. He went and got his enhancements today. Did you see the enhancements? He got his head, his beard, and everything had that sandy brown look on it today. So salute to Tom Thibodeau for going out there to get that enhancement.
Yeah, he like Clyde just for men. Hey, and you see Tom smiling. He knows his team gritty. He said, "Quiet money was popping, my brother." Salute.
Yes, sir.
QM, what's good, my man? Yeah, man. But yeah, Tom Thibodeau got the beard, looking all groomed up, laughing on the sidelines, but he's still he's still doing his coaching though. He stay on feet, man. He one of the few coaches in the league that's stay on the feet much as he do. He coaching the shit out of this team right now, man. So it's pretty fun. Yeah, real talk, my man. Anytime, my man. Appreciate you coming in, Real Talk Radio LLC, man. Appreciate you coming in, man. Don't be no stranger. Gotta hit that subscribe button on the way out the door. Hit that like button, man.
Yes, sir.
We get it popping. But yo, salute to the chat. Quiet money, man. I wish you guys early. We just about to get off the show, but you know how we do though. But y'all, man, listen, man. 6:15 Monday. Game day. Y'all know how me and Shop Power to be in the building with the chat and everybody. And we see if the Knicks can go for that, fourth in a row? Pretty much. Fourth in a row. We won the last 2 in a row. Yeah, we're going for 4 in a row. See if we can get it, man. Get another winning streak going. But salute to everybody, man. Y'all have a great, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a great Sunday. And we'll see y'all Monday, man. Let me let y'all know what's going on in the association right quick. We always want to keep everything up to par. Let's see what's going on here. As of right now, the game is going on right now. Let's throw that up there to see if I can get the NBA guys. Sorry about that. Real quick, let y'all know what's going on out there. The Sixers smashed the 76ers the 76ers beat the Pacers by 20. The Kings beat the Wizards. They beating the Wizards now, and the Bulls beating the Heat by 10. The Heat got closer. They got a little closer than they were before. Celtics beating the Jazz. So other than that, the Bulls and Heat game is the one we're looking at. Obviously, we want anybody in the East to lose, but the most important one was 116-110 in MSG today. That was the one. So everything else is just icing on the cake, a cherry on the top, where you want to put it. We are 2-0 versus the Magic. Yeah, real talk. We haven't lost them this year. Actually, they were beating us up. But yeah, we got them.
We beat them both this year. Oh, snap! Yeah. Good. All right. I good. Get info, my man. Yes, Knicks.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Child Powers, Divine, Knicks Real Talk, Postgame, the chat, where it's at. All you cats, salute the ladies and gentlemen up in there, wherever you're streaming them from. Thank y'all for coming in as always. Y'all know it's Knicks Real Talk, man. We in the building. Let's get out of here. Peace, everybody. Y'all enjoy your night, man. Now we'll see y'all. Peace.
Let's get it.
Time for Divine Shot, KJ events. This Real Talk's the brand. You understand how we do, my man. I'm on that Friday night Knicks shit, dripping in Knicks shit. Up in the world, most famous arena with the click. That's the conglomerate. The Knicks Real Talk, the real prominent. I'm a bit like the Omicron variant, dominant. Paying homage to the cat in the chat. That's where it's at. Cause I'm hearing that. You don't care for how early we straight back. We interact with the mob, the gods. Up in the pod, the squad, with the side. But I to rob you on the job, my energy. Feel me tripping in 10 books. As they took my game plan, let my brand for loot and pursuit. Going hard like the New York City gritty committee. Cause that the Knicks ain't always pretty, but we all stay giddy. And we embrace the fan base, like the links, Anthony Mace. We create the logo when there's airspace that appear like Squarespace. Staring down on the Chase Bridge, look at that Knicks City drip. There's 50 dashes on the court, looking pretty legit. I stay true to the orange and blue. I thought you knew for him a few bars to shine like Star Divine to Mount Mars. Knicks Real Talk. Here we go, let's go.
Knicks Real Talk right here, I'm representing
Knicks Real Talk.
right here. Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
We here in the building.
Knicks Real Talk.
Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Knicks Real Talk.
We here.
Here we go, let's go.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Let's get it.